Naga Mage is one of my favorite decks ever, and the new expansion gave it a lot of new tools to play with. If you're not familiar, the star of the show is Spitelash Siren, a 4-mana 2/5 that says after you play a Naga, refresh 2 mana crystals, and then it flips to after you play a spell, refresh 2 mana crystals, and then back to Naga. So we want to chain Nagas and spells back and forth, and we can cheat like 20 mana on turn 4. One of the issues this deck had previously was an inability to close out games, but now we have Sif to help with that. She's a 6-mana Mage Legendary with spell damage +1, and that spell damage is increased every time we play a unique spell school throughout the game. And it's pretty easy to play a lot of spells when we have Spitelash Siren giving us infinite mana. So if they do manage to deal with the Naga Flood, then we can close things out with Sif and a couple of burn spells for maybe like 14 damage pretty consistently. We also get Wisdom of Norgannon, which can be 0 mana card draw, which Naga Mage absolutely loves. And then we also have Inquisitive Creation, a 4-mana minion that AoEs the opponent's board based on the number of spell schools we've played. So this new package of cards gave Naga Mage pretty much everything they could ask for: a finisher, more card draw, and a way to clear the board that's not just playing 7 different single target spells. And it's performed really, really well for me. I've gone 17-3 with this deck, which is an 85% win rate.
You will know endless torment. You hold so much promise.
1-2, sure. Blood Death Knight's probably a bad matchup, but I would imagine Plague is fine. It is blood. Hate to see that. But sometimes they just don't have an answer to an early minion like this, and it can push like 12 damage. Gotta be Infinitize in this matchup. And probably Arcane Intellect. More cards are definitely hard to pass up. Maybe I just Infinitize here to spend some mana. Well, suddenly my hand makes so many cards. I guess Objection is nice to have, and it's also somehow the most playable card there. Am I being too greedy with my Infinitizes? Elemental Inspiration is probably pretty good in this matchup, actually. I apparently haven't played a Spell School card yet, but we'll get there. Ooh, Spitelash Siren. Can't use it this turn. I actually have a pretty awkward hand here. Well, I can guarantee Siren, Amalgam, Wisdom, Zola, something, Amalgam. I can do a lot next turn. Slither Spear. Let's do this so we can Infinitize easily. I guess I want a Molten Rune. Sure. Probably want to pick up another Naga. Sure. I already have 2 frozen touches. Let's just take card draw. Mistake is mana. Oh man, and I was getting an Infinitize still. I've still only played 2 spell schools, which is pretty weak. What have they been? I played a Molten Rune for sure. The other I assume is Frost or Arcane. Oh yeah, I played Arcane Intellect. Rest in peace, Inquisitive Creation. Well, this is still in play. I guess I can play this Naga. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this Naga. I guess I'm probably like kind of all in on Sif at this point, so 1 mana Molten Rune could be sick. But maybe just 10 damage is good. But maybe 1 mana Molten Rune. I just have way too many cards in hand. How big can Sif actually get in my deck? Is it just 6 spell damage? Well, theoretically I can do 9 times 4, which is a lot of damage. And I've of course got Frozen Touch that can be chipping away up to that point. Hey, there's Sif. I'm glad I didn't overdraw this turn. I assume she's not even close to being lethal at the moment. Wait, how do I deal with this? I guess we can burn and infinitize. Does Rewind help at all? Frozen Touches. I can only cast Double Touch here unless I want to burn my Ring of Tides, which I don't think I want to do. Or I can burn this. I think, like, maybe I could burn this. It's probably not that hard to discover another one when I have, like, Infinitize and whatnot. But, well, that's a nightmare. But I also just want to not overdraw. This thing does 4 damage, which is pretty good. This does 4 at the moment. So I can deal 28 from hand next turn. I'm gonna dump this card, but I don't love it. This still only summons 3, but it might be a good play next turn regardless. I guess I can start with the Wisdom. Actually, I guess it's better to just play this. Alright, we do love Discovery of Magic. Metamorphosis does kill ETC here. Costs so much mana though, and then I just get freaking, what's it called? Astalord. It's probably still the pick. I don't really know if I'll be able to play it though, to be honest. Really would have been nice to get something cheap and playable off the Discovery of Magic. Mograine.
Did that just...
Oh, they're kind of leaving themselves open here. I believe I have lethal.
True mages master all magic.
My Sif combo should deal 28 damage here. Okay. Nice.
Queen Ashara versus Arthas.
You will know endless torment.
My music will wash over you.
1-2. Is this going to be another Blood DK? I'm 2-0 in the matchup, so I wouldn't mind it. Other than I just don't really want to play against it. Okay, looks like it's not Blood DK. At this rank...
And close enough.
Oh, it's a fun DK. Is this a Slither Spear Coin Flame Geyser matchup?
My blood
I don't know if the answer is yes, but I'm gonna do it. The thing is, if I just play the Slither Spear, then they can just like hero power and value trade into this. And if I don't play the Slither Spear, then I can't play Gifts of Ajara next turn. Or maybe I would just be playing this and coining Gifts next turn. That's annoying. Surely Infinitize has the answer. Shooting Star is not quite the answer, but it does kill this taunt. Maybe I just want Seafloor Gateway. It does draw Inquisitive Creation 50% of the time. And that card's probably disgusting in the matchup.
Choices. Time is short.
I'll just take Shooting Star, I don't know. When in doubt, pick the one that does something on board. Maybe next turn is just like hero power flame elemental into this or something. Now, if I could infinitize into another Shooting Star, that would be sick.
A conundrum.
Probably just need to kill that though.
Who here can spell Zinja?
I would love to draw that card myself. Hey, we found Inquisitive Creation, and it does 3 damage already. I played a Fire and an Arcane. Let's see what we can discover, so maybe Inquisitive Creation kills this next turn? Maybe I should have just played it here and then traded this. I probably want to Infinitize instead of playing Discovery of Magic anyway. Fire Sale is a great card for the matchup. Maybe just Fire Sale hero power to deal with this.
Our gift of the arcane.
Astalor. Spite Lash Siren. If only she was playable here. She is playable next turn though, but only kinda. I've only got one Naga for her. So maybe next turn is School Teacher plus Infinitize if I can get away with it. Which I don't know that I can. Oh wait, no, I can play Crush Claw Enforcer here as well. That's probably worth it, I guess. Hard draw tends to be nice to have. I'm just gonna take this for the 0 mana reset. That should let me play a School Teacher, which I'm glad I took, because the only thing I can play is School Teacher.
Anybody?
Still need to play a Frost for this, but I guess I already have a Frozen Touch. Is this on... This is School Teacher. Let's just take Seafloor Gateway. Another seafloor gateway? Sure. This turn went way better than expected. Oh, this is an undead for that random undying allies I played 50 seconds ago. That's kind of sick. Hollow Hound. Well, it's really good here. I'm scared if I play Inquisitive Creation, I'm not going to have a good answer to Marrowgar, but I guess it's not super big this turn.
Such choices.
What were you? Discovery of Magic? I have 2 Discovery of Magic in hand. That's kind of sick. Let's do a little discovering. Who doesn't love a Frost Rune card? Keyboard Soloist can be some sneaky damage.
Time is short.
Pick me! Pick me!
So, this Shell Shot I picked up is actually really sick with spell damage. They do have Marrowgar, but 11 corpses is not that much. I'd probably just clear this with Shell Shot if I need to. Do I even need to? It would deal 5, 4, 3, 2. It's just star power, right? If I get unlucky, it doesn't clear. I'll just not get unlucky. Okay. All we had to do is hit either the 5 or the 4 on Marrowgar and it was a clear. And I would have drawn into a Flame Geyser anyway. So they're 1 turn away from playing Big Astalor. Or I guess they can play it if they really want. I won't stop them.
Pick me! Pick me!
Alright, going a bit crazy here.
Hey, you! Restore me!
Oh, Ozzik makes me overdraw as well. The Ozzik into Astalor might be backbreaking. Maybe this gets something fun. I don't know, none of these look that fun to me. Astalor does a lot here. But it's not like they're gonna have some sort of fireball effect to back up the Astalor, right? So even though it hurts, hopefully Might of Menethil can help stabilize a bit. Sif for 6. By golly, my opponent's almost dead. I just need 1 weapon charge to go face.
A conundrum.
Let's see if I can pick up a solid alibi or something. Objection's probably pretty nice. So I have my choice between Counterspell and Objection here. Even Grave Strength with a hero power doesn't kill me.
Drown in the sound!
Objection can also block. I don't know. I think it's just pretty hard to die from 5. I guess Objection blocks Okani, which blocks Sif. I was thinking we do block this, but I don't need the weapon charge to go face anyway, so it doesn't matter. Get sift. Nice. Pretty tough to beat Marigar, Pozic, and Astalor.
Queen Ashara versus Cariel.
All will shine on the dance floor.
God, we love Spitelash Siren.
Over you.
Try to find a Slither Spear or a School Teacher to go with it. Pretty yucky hand. I'll play this to activate the Crush Claw Enforcer. The Light of the Bronze. Not sure what that implies about the opponent's deck. Another Siren. What if I just play Spitelash Siren against this Paladin deck? I mean, there are definitely things they can do to kill it, but it kind of seems like a pain in the ass. And at this rate, it's not going to be active until turn 6 anyway, and I might not even have spells for it. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's actually extremely annoying, holy shit. But if they're playing the Resistance Aura, they're probably not actually killing my minion, which is nice. So she should be able to cheat at least a little bit of mana. And Discovery of Magic is a great card. Slither Spear is a way to gain some mana this turn. One Amalgam Band doesn't get super big in my deck. Let's just go for this. Rune Forging is the only way to stay mana neutral. But I think the Mark of the Wild is actually just pretty good itself here. Synthesize could be sick. I think Discovery of Magic is the long-term play, though. Should have played Discovery of Magic here, but I roped. But can they deal with the rest of it? What an annoying deck the opponent's playing. Well, let's just play some spells. We love Frozen Touch. Seafloor Gateway is decent. Maybe it's just Infinitize, though. Alright, opponent's at 13. I have double Frozen Touch for 6. Guess I'm pretty far off of killing the opponent. Yeah, maybe I should have buffed something else to play around that. I have 12 very easily. Scalding Geyser is lethal. Nice. Sometimes you just jam the Siren on turn 4, and it works out.